The CEO said it outright. In a memo that CEO John Stankey sent to his managers, he said, "Some of you may have started your tour with this company expecting an employment deal rooted in loyalty. We have consciously shifted away from some of these elements." Stankey is talking about suing for a divorce from any obligation by the company to be loyal to employees. And he's not the only one. Businesses are jettisoning employees, sometimes in the tens of thousands. These announced layoffs don't seem to come with any specific cause or hand-wringing in the decision, but more explained with a vibe that says, "'cause?" But what I think isn't talked about in this memo is that loyalty has been dead for a long time. It's just that the stench of the corpse's body was covered up for years with upbeat LinkedIn posts from laid off employees thanking the company that just pushed them out, and the company culture branding content, both sprayed around like air freshener. Take, for example, Netflix. About 10 years ago, Netflix gained the business community's attention for its famous PowerPoint outlining how the company defined its relationship with its employees. Today, it's been viewed more than 12 million times. Sheryl Sandberg, the former COO at Facebook, once called it the most important document to come out of Silicon Valley. While it talked about overall values, one slide in the presentation came to define Netflix's attitude towards its employees. "We are a team, not a family. We are a pro sports team, not a kids' recreational team." What does that mean? If you follow pro sports, you know that players on a pro sports team are there solely as a resource for a desired output for the next game or that season. The fact that the team's coach likes you doesn't matter. The fact that a player's performance was amazing in the past doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what those players are doing now and how it's aligned with what that organization needs right now. Using that philosophy over the years, Netflix has repeatedly fired its most capable and highest performing employees. When Netflix changed strategies from rental CDs to streaming video, they let go of an entire team of engineers who had basically helped build the company. An NPR article talks about a product manager who was regarded as a high performer, but was fired from the company when it decided to automate. The architect of this philosophy, Patty McCord, who started with the company when it was just a few people and who helped the company grow to what it is now, ended up losing her job as well to the very same philosophy she helped create. All that comes from a company focused on your performance and value today above all else. It's an idea that often comes in direct conflict with the basic idea of loyalty. Webster's definition defines loyalty as adherence to something to which one is bound by a pledge or a duty. Based on that definition, besides the bygone days of a pension and a 40-year career with an employer, did loyalty ever exist? It seems now anytime a company sees trouble or just wants breathing room, employees are jettisoned. With loyalty gone, what has replaced it? Fear. If you think about it, fear is the unspoken part of the Netflix model. No matter what you did, you could lose your job any day, and just because. Fear tends to make the workforce more compliant. The prospect of losing your job makes employees much more willing to accept punishing work requests and encourages them to tilt any work-life balance more favorably towards work. It also puts the company leadership firmly back in charge. For about 10 years, we had a period where company leadership sometimes got pushback from their employees on company decisions. Google employees protested and staged a walkout to protest sexual harassment. They also spoke out when the company set up a military contract with the Israeli government. Now, I'm not taking sides on these issues. I'm just pointing out how comfortable employees felt pointing a finger at leadership during this time. With fear more present, Company leaders and managers can go from a peer or collaborative decision-making process to one where they use their parent voice. Why are we doing this policy? Because I said so. A few months ago, Amazon CEO Andy Jassy was blunt about workers who were slow walking returning to work. In a memo pushing back against the employees upset about the policy, he basically said, if you don't like it, quit. Fear helps drive down costs. A culture of fear can create company discounts for salaries, as less money needs to be spent on employee acquisition and retention. You can lowball employees who are just happy to have a job. And who needs to pay for current employee loyalty if people are afraid to move? Remember, fear is only as effective as far as you let your imagination run wild with worst-case scenarios. It's natural to feel anxiety, but as the saying goes, the antidote to anxiety is action. Here are 4 steps to manage the new fear-driven workplace. 1. Know your value. Fear can make you doubt yourself. When unsure, you can be discouraged from standing up for the value you offer, or hesitate to take action to improve your situation. That includes not feeling confident to advocate for yourself in ways like asking for a raise or redirecting an assignment that would kill any resemblance of your work-life balance. 2. Always make your job about getting the next one. Even if you don't plan to leave, always work on improving your skills. Not just to do better with pleasing your current employer, but to be one of the best in your industry. This empowers you in case things change or you just fall out of love with your current role. When you become an even better person at what you do, even better employers will find you. The first people who leave a company when a company becomes toxic? The A-list. Those who can, especially those with skills other employers want. 3. Transition to a wartime budget. When your finances are shaky, or you have considerable debt or financial obligations, putting up with a bad boss or just taking it from a job you don't like feels like the safest, affordable option. It keeps you fearful. Instead, start taking control. Cut costs or build a savings fund, what some call FU money. This way, you have mental breathing room if something happens or you just want the personal dignity to peace out. Companies embrace the idea of change. Do the same. Work is the one relationship where you will grow apart and you will eventually get divorced. Especially in this absence of loyalty. If you don't change, at some point, your company will still change around you. Accept it as the constant and manage your job to be adaptable. So, what do you think about the state of company loyalty? Do you feel that fear is coming back? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching.